people are live in the class. So nothing going. Yeah, we inside. Live, live. So exam in 2 days. Alex, Sabrina, Tristan, Koalas. Good to see everybody. Jods, I hear first to comment. Yeah, I realize. Um, so what we're gonna do is last year paper three. We're also gonna comment about some of the trends in the paper three and what I wouldn't say what topics to study, but what to look at in the topics that you're going to study for the last few days here. Um, Good night, Novita, Maya, Kision, Sharika, Shauna, everybody. So 78 viewers on tonight. Make sure and press like on the video. It was raining a little bit when I started, and I don't know if that would affect the quality of the live. Sometimes when it's raining, is doesn't be able to hear the audio that good, or sometimes the video might skip. So if it skip out, I'll have to record and then upload it later tonight. But hopefully that'll happen. Also, you'll be hearing once that drumming and thing in the background. I'll know it is out here. I live next to Baptist Church. Yo, it now start word from Turks and Caicos. What's how you pronounce that last thing, boy? Turks. Good to see you. Alan, Jamaica, everybody, big up on yourself. Where do you get your past paper from? Well, this paper three, we're gonna do May 2019. This was sent to me by, I think, the Ministry of Education, but I couldn't find where I couldn't find my copy when I started. Otherwise, I'd have started around 7 o'clock. But for the last 40 minutes, I was looking for a copy of a paper three. So I just get a copy here and good night. Finally, I get something for paper three here. All right, so let's just jump into it. This copy here is not the best. So what came last year was linear programming. I was hoping that I didn't come last year. By the way, I think this is the first time I'm actually doing out this paper. I just watched the paper last year. I didn't do like the paper three. So if you check my channel, I don't think you'll see the me. You'll see all the other paper threes. I think 3 came so far. So this is the first time I'm doing this, so you're going to walk through it with me. And this topic, I think this topic was linear programming. I wonder if you have to draw the graph. Anyhow, we'll see. Please make some predictions on what you think might come on Tuesday paper three. Now, I usually make predictions, and I'm pretty sure about the predictions, like I'm 70% sure. So I was taking a good look at it again. One prediction I could make is something on shapes will come, like something in geometry. That is our favorite topic, and it's easy to be practical about that. So very likely something in volume or shape or angle. So something in shapes will come, right? Plane shapes, something must come with shapes. That's a favorite topic. Calculate the maximum. All right, so let's do this. So let's take a read of the question. Paper trees hard, can't find any to practice. There are only 3 paper trees. Last year, May, I just spending some time talking. So if you're all watching the video after the live, you just skip ahead to where I start the paper, right? Last year, May, January 2018, and May 2018. So 3 paper trees. And paper trees test, I want you to understand this. The whole syllabus. Now, they won't test the whole syllabus on the day, but you have to prepare the whole syllabus for paper three, because anything in the entire syllabus can legally come. Anything, vectors, bearings, anything. You are saying anything could legally come, but there's some pattern state. It's be kind of practical. It's a kind of practical approach at maths. So you're not going to really get a theoretical kind of point of view. So you're just in a company which employs 10 is like a project almost. It's like a paper tree. All these paper trees come. Like your SBA similar. 10 unskilled. Let me just see the comments if any other questions. How much questions the paper tree does have? Maybe I should run through that as well. Any other questions? Ask the questions now so we can get the questions out of the way before we start the paper. Um, People saying other things other than mathematics in the comment section here. Hello, Fifth Formers by Shomaya. She's in my pure maths class. Vectors, boy. Yeah, but anything. Um, Predictions, and I'm making any predictions. How often can I reuse my SBA Max? I think you have twice or 2 years. Is either 2 years or twice or something like that. Anytime within so, but they know the majority of people doing it are private candidates. Just give them things like consumer arithmetic. I don't make these papers. Paper choose Tuesday, and yeah, I think so. The 22nd, is it? You all just confirm that? Alright. So people now send in the PDF version to the paper. But I don't know, just suffering with this version. Anyhow, you know it is out here. This making it feel more real. This color the paper. Circle term. Alright, so how much questions? Thing. That's the only question. Alright, so paper. You remember paper 1 is 30%, paper 2 is 50%, like the whole half higher percentage, and paper 3 is 20%. Most people will be doing the SBA, that's if you did in school or in a center. Those who repeating and don't have a SBA mark, or those who repeating, or those who doing the exam early in January and don't have a SBA mark, will have to do something called paper 3-2 or paper 3B or something like that. I think it's 3-2, 3.2. The second style of paper 3, because this is technically a paper 3 as well, right? And in this paper, you're going to get 1, 2 questions with 10 marks each from anywhere in the syllabus. And each mark is a percent, because 10 and 10 is 20. Each mark is a percent. If you remember, you get 100 marks in your paper 2, so every mark is half a percent. So this is the most paper 3. The marks are the most prestigious. They have the most value in the paper 3. So that adds a little more tension in the paper 3. You lost a mark, you lost a whole percent of your final mark. Every mark you get in paper 3 is a percentage at the entire mark. So you need to go in there with an attitude of prayer and thoughtfulness. Right? Paper 1, if you remember, paper 1 is 60 questions, multiple choice. So it's just, once again, it's a kind of half mark, half 1 mark, half a percentage shape. How much out of the 20% do I need to pass the exam? It depends on how much marks you garnered in the first 2 sections, right? Anybody know YouTube sociality teachers? No. Also, I now doing my maths SBA blessings. Hope I pass. Yes, I did mine already. How much? Right. Good. Ready to start. So let me clear this and start. First time I'm doing these questions, a company which employs 10 unskilled and 8 skilled workers. This is like my pure maths class all over again. I'll be going through pure maths class doing questions brand new. A 10 unskilled, 8 skilled. Okay, I now catch what they say. Produces two models of a toy. Model A and model B. I already know where this question going to happen. And I already know. Model A requires 20 hours of unskilled labor, while Model B requires 15 hours of unskilled labor. So you're seeing that linear programming jumping out at you there. Linear programming is like the final boss in inequalities. Once you're doing your inequalities, there's like the final level before you pass on CXC maths, right? Model A requires 10 hours of skill. So the only difference in this is skill, you understand? And well, the timing, of course. So you're essentially setting up some inequalities here, right? I'm just highlighting the important parts now. And 25 hours of skill labor. This is model B, right? So I just want to make a little red instead here. That is model B. Alright. We're good to go. Each worker provides 40 hours of labor per week. So could you help me a bit with the presentation of data? So anybody want to see a sample SBA, just search kerwinspringer.com. Don't know why I write the whole thing. It's not like my name not all over the channel. www.kerwinspringer.com, and go in resources and you're going to get free Maths SBA there. If you're watching this video two years from now, I must see real samples in there right now. But right now I only have one for you. Each worker provides 40 hours of labor per week. Okay, where they coming from with this one now, boy? Where they coming from with this one? Calculate the maximum number of hours available per week for the unskilled labor. So those, yes, I remember people saying Pipachi was rough in the start. So can you go live tomorrow as well? Hopefully I have a pure maths class tomorrow. How much percent to pass the maths exam? Right. I mentioned all these things already. So calculate the maximum number of hours available per week for the unskilled labor. Alright, so you need to not panic and start to think and look for clues here. 40 hours of labor, each worker, max. How much skill we have, right? Oh, this looking simple. How much unskilled we have? We have 10 unskilled. 10 unskilled workers. We have 10 unskilled workers in a company. And each worker could provide 40 hours of labor per week. Each worker provides 40 hours of labor. The maximum number of hours available per week for unskilled. Alright. I'm going 40 hours available. Yeah. I'm going and say max for this is going to be equal to 10 by 40. I just feeling that. So 400 hours available of unskilled labor. If you have 10 unskilled workers and all you can get is 40 hours each, how much hours of unskilled labor you can get? 10 by 40. I feeling that. We just collect. I'll tell you how much marks we collect there. One Scranton, 1 mark. So that's 1%. We have in the bag, 1 mark. So imagine this is the exam we did it here. You crack that 1 mark, you're just going forward. 1 mark. Let me get the next piece. Let me start to collect some more marks. Hey, they're actually skilled workers, so that's just a repeat in the style there. So we could just do our next multiplication. The next question, I won't even bring up the picture. The next, when the hell I done snap it. The next question asked about skilled labor. So we're going to collect our next mark on them. Because if you remember, we had 8 skilled labor workers. So we have 8 skilled workers at 40 hours each. Oh, I heard the maths exam change up. It's true. Yeah, it changed up since 2018. So max, I think max was the question, right? Max skilled labor hours. I'll put the hours here now to make more English sense. Max hours of skilled labor is going to be equal to 40 times 8. Let me hold on at 320 now. 320 hours. How are you feeling about that? We earned 2 marks earlier. That is 2 out of 20. Alright. Next part of the question. That looking good so far. I guess we're gonna what page is this? This person sent me this thing in all kind of pages, but anyhow, thanks for sending me the thing. Page 6. Wait, now this ain't show that. If I'll look at this ain't show that. Watch this question earlier. Normally, I would expect them to ask me this just so, without giving us that show that cop out. They saying show that and they give you the answer. Anytime they give you the answer, try your best. Try your best. Because the answer here, just try to show it somewhere or the other. Now. Look at the numbers, see if you see a pattern or some kind of thing. Right? But normally with this, you're looking at these two sentences here are supposed to form some nice inequalities. Um, definitely revise linear programming, guys, because they could repeat it again. Although the chances may be a little slimmer because they gave it last year, but they could hit it again. So definitely revise linear programming. Every single type of geometry, revise it. Every single type of geometry. Plane geometry, circle geometry, trigonometry involves as well. Anything with triangles, revise it. Anytime you see a diagram, a graph in your mathematics, revise that topic. Any topic with any diagrams, by diagrams I should say charts, like statistics, revise that. Coordinate geometry, revise that. These are the scary topics. Coordinate geometry, revise that. Matrices, revise that. Yup, matrices, like simultaneous matrix and thing, revise that. Yes, there's a formula sheet for paper 3 as well. Some other thing to revise. Oh, anything with graphs, any kind of graphs. In your statistics, histogram, coordinate geometry graphs, revise. Alright, so let's go back. What are we doing? We want to show that this 4x plus 3y, right? So we makes x model A. So this is a number. This is the number of model A's. X model A's. And this is the number of model B, sorry. Y model B's. Show that the inequalities for the hours of labor. So we're talking unskilled labor here. So let's look at the unskilled labor information. This is the unskilled labor information. The first bulletin point here. The first bullet. People, let's use the formula sheet. You're not really supposed to be relying on that formula sheet. Everything's supposed to be up here. Model A requires 20 hours of unskilled labor. 15 hours of unskilled labor. Now, you're not seeing 20 and you're not seeing 15 here, though. And you're seeing that problem. You're not seeing 20 and you're not seeing 15, so you're starting to think. Now, immediately I seen 20 and 15 related here, so maybe you see like a 4 into this end. So maybe when you do your thing, it's supposed to boil down to that. So let me go forward. 20 hours must be spent. You see, to make one of this, we need 20 hours. To make one model A, you need 20 hours. Understand how linear programming works. It works like that, 20x plus whatever. And you need 15 of this to make the model B. But how much hours we have to play with? We're talking about unskilled hours here. How many of these hours we have? Only 400 hours to do. Only 400 hours. Now the Chem people, I may not be able to help only for January, but bet your bottom dollar, we going hard for me. So what's the number here? 15y must be left less than or equal to the 400 hours. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, only press like on the video. I forget to see that. I see that? Press like on the video. How much likes we have? Let me check. Let me see your 47 likes. Shout out to the 47 people who press likes. When you press likes, the engagement in the video will go up and the YouTube algorithm will send it out to more of my subscribers who need to see this. Believe it or not, just being subscribed to the channel, you don't get the notification that the video pop. You have to be subscribed, notification bell turn on, and sometimes you still don't get the notification when your notification on. So increasing the engagement on the video will tell YouTube it's an important video and I'll send it out to more people. So they press like on the video. And what's the next thing you can do? Share it. Just share it to your friends and things. When you start to beat down this will transform into this. If I had to rate this out of 10, like in terms of difficulty, for the average math student and somebody who just trying to make it out there, I'd rate this like about an 8 or a 9. It's pretty tough, right? So practice it so that it doesn't become tough for you. Right, so you could clearly see here that if we divide by 5, we're going to end up, so 20 by model, I just want to write a little more working. Model B, model A equals 20 hours on skill, and model B, but I guess those who pretty quick in the math will already see what I'm doing here, and waiting on the next question. So sorry to keep you waiting. 15 hours on skill. And the total amount we have to play with, we could only afford 400 hours unskilled. Based on how much workers we have now. So if I divide by 5, 20 divided by 5 is 4. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 400 divided by 5 is 80. So when you reach here, you reach the answer. Why is in the chat if you understand that? Alright. Let's do the next part. The next part, I guess, is asking the same thing. Right? Show that the skill labor. These are some topics to revise. I'll keep that page up. Excuse. Alright, skill labor. I had to put that thing Ben so by. I've seen mostly Y's, but I am seeing the ends. I'm seeing the ends out there too. Just make sure and revise that, please. So similarly, we had 10 for A and 25 for B. For each. 10A, 10x then, plus 25y must be less than 320. I guess we had to divide by 5 again. Dividing by 5, you'll get 2x. Now, you see how they're repetitive here, they're testing the same thing twice and you get marks. So that kind of poor questioning, right? But I guess you needed the inequalities in the first year. You notice they only get 1 mark for this one to avoid repetition because like it's the same skill they're really testing here. 5y we divided by 5 less than, yes, divided by 5 was to simplify the equation to its lowest terms. Handwriting, somebody's in love with the handwriting. Thank you, your sarcasm is felt. So I can just write divided by 5 just like that. Yes, you could write divided by 5 just like this, parallel semicolon. We just do that all the time. That's how we do it out here. If you're feeling a little extra, label that and say equation 1 divided by 5. But you can just put divide by 5 and then semicolon. And for them questions, you have to put QED and think, well, it's math. So I don't think they expect you to know the QED, but you could put QED. QED is the term we use, the accepted term, common term we use to show that you prove what they ask you to show. Meaning, I think this is quod erat demonstrandum. Some kind of Greek, some kind of Latin, some kind of thing. Quod erat demonstrandum. What is to be shown has been shown. That's the meaning, right? And we just write that afterwards. So this is the mathematical way of saying, yo, what you ask me to prove, I prove it, right? Look at it. You're supposed to, somehow when you write the QED, you're supposed to feel empowered and happy inside. Why is in the chat if you all understand that? Show by calculation that it is possible to make 15 Model A toys and 5 Model B toys. This is where the thing get mad. Mod. 15 Model A. I want to snap this. So anybody have any ideas of how we're going to do that? Before I finish, I will just try and run all the topics that have been tested before in paper 3. So I'll just try and talk about all the topics that came before. So I'm looking for some suggestions. Press like on the video, those who just touched down. Multiplying, dividing, that's all they're calling out random thing. They didn't give like equations for that. Well, you created the equations for this, I guess. Use unskilled for model B. Do some multiple choice by nah. How about nah? You just started nah, been on for 26 minutes. Show that it's possible to make 15 model A toys and 5 model B toys. Well, well, we have some equations here that must be, inequalities here that must be satisfied. Let me write them back. So for this one, I kind of left out the initial looking. I would have put it in, even though they just put 1 mark, but as I said, them marks were very important here. So this little piece that I put in, this little piece and that piece, so that I have some foundation to stand on. Right, so we have 4x plus 3y must be less than 80. 4x plus 3y must be less than or equal to 80. And then I think we had 2x, it was 5y plus 5y must be less than or equal to 64. 64. Try to become genius. It have IT people, so I have no clue. Well, to show that it's possible, just try and get out of the I want to say like overthinking. These inequalities must be satisfied for something to go on. This is the inequality for unskilled labor. This is the inequality for skilled labor, if I remember correctly. And the X here stands for the number of toys. And they give me a number of toys. So even without understanding too much about linear programming, your best bet was a substitution route. Because this X is the amount of something made and the Y is the amount of. So what you're trying to do here, right? You're trying to substitute this into that and this into that and see if it can be satisfied. Understand? What does this mean? What does this mean? What does an inequality in linear programming mean? It means that 4 times this plus 3 times this must be less than 80. If that is less than 80, it can occur. It can happen in whatever situation we have. In other words, it is possible if I have 4 and I'm going to put in numbers to see if it works. 4 by 15 plus 3 by 5. And I'm going to see if we use the unskilled labor, if we use the unskilled labor, let me check. 4 by 15 plus 3 by 5. How much are they getting labor? Well, 2 by 15 is 30. So again, 60 plus 15. Nice. So I'm going 75. We can do this. You could give the unskilled boys them and say, yo, I'll deal with that. And they go rack it up for me. They're going to rack it up for me. The unskilled people can handle this. Let me check and see if the skilled people can handle it too. If we use skilled labor, we must have a cost of how much these people charge. I wonder if they'll go into that in this question, right? 2 by 15 plus 5 by 5. So this is 30 plus 25. Once again, we're coming up short, 55. We can't do this. This is hours, and this is really hours. This is 75 hours, really. But we can leave it 55. So you're showed here that we can produce 15 Model A and 5 Model B toys. Even if we use this on scale, if we use this scale, it satisfies both the inequalities. So, you're not getting. I would show both. Nice, 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 nice. The working boy. Yeah, I remember, don't just write down no stand numbers and answers in your paper tree. Come good with your working. Them marks going and be stingy. Come good with your working. Are you ready for the next part? Next part of this question. What page was this? Right? Page 6. Let me look for page 7. Oh, geez and ages. They're really going and bringing the profit in the dance. And all these marks can't be renewed because they're working. All these marks come in one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. You ain't get no free marks in that paper on Tuesday now. You gotta work for the marks, right? The factory makes a profit of $40. And $60. So if we sell some Model A's, we gain $40. If we sell some Model B, we gain $60. Cool, cool. I find we gain a real profit for, a little bit of hours, right? And anyway, that's a little bit of profit. Write an equation for the total profit per week. This is each week per week for making Model A, and let me see if everything was talking about in weeks. Per week, per week, per week. Per week. Everything is per week, right? I just feel, next thing they hit you up per month sometime inside that mean you need to multiply something by 4 or something. Look out for them little tricks, read your thing properly. Right? So $40 on the Model A, and I'll give me the answer to this one. Write an equation. This one's simple and it's one mark, right? So $40 on the Model A, $60 on the Model B. One to the live, is it frozen? Let's check. Excellent connection. Please press like on the video. It increases the engagement of the video. Okay. I'm looking for some answers. I don't want to refresh the chat because like every time I refresh the chat, it just disappear. Things looking good. Those who just come in, make sure and press like on the video, increase the engagement. Don't just listen to me saying press like on the video and saying and do press like. Go and press like, right? Blessings, Justin. Blessings, Xavier. Golden Ned. Well done, young phenomenal. 40x plus 60y. Where you get the 100 though? That 100 killing you, bro. I don't know where you get 100 from. This is the equation for total profit. So this is not really an equation yet, these are expressions. So to make it an equation, we say profit, I guess. Oh, they say P. P. Alright, so we can call that P. Total profit is P. P is equal to that. Right? I find the answers real scanty, boy. 142 people on, and the answers taking the time to pop. So only revise linear programming, because normally the answers will be pelting out on the chat now. Shout out to those who send the answers same way. So that's that part. Let's get another part. What is the profit? All right. So the hitting you hard, easy, hard, easy. So what's this question, right? Once you do the first part, it's very easy to get this question because your profit was equal to 40x plus 60y, right? 40x plus 60y. And they say, what is the profit if we make 15 of this and 5 of this? So you're just going to do some multiplication out here then. Tell me one, so you'll get there. I shall look at the next question. Was there any more questions? No. 900, 600 plus 300, $900. The last question was looking really strange. Let's see the last question peeking out underneath there, right? I'm gonna just bring him up a little clearer. Sure that the profit calculated just now in the section, in the part we do just now, is not the maximum profit. Without drawing a, well, I mean, you can draw the graph and the inequalities and tuning. When you draw a linear programming, maybe they might bring a linear programming graph. So revise the graphs. You normally get graphs looking like this, one day and one might pass like this. And this is a point of interest. There's a point of interest. I have videos on linear programming. That is the sweetest thing ever. Go and watch the linear programming videos I have. And you plug in these points and see which one get the best value, you know. But this is only one map. We're not have to draw a graph and that kind of scene I just draw there is like about 5 max. So how are we going to show? How are we going to show this? Some people don't get any notification on their phone. Goodness sake, how much likes it have? 108 likes. How much likes it have? Well, tell me how much likes it have and increase them likes for me, please. How are we going to show this? Need help in doing my SBA? Go on my website and download the sample SBA. Watch the videos I have on SBA and talk to your teacher for the SBA. Maybe I could probably pull out a last minute video for SBA. Maybe I could run through the whole SBA in a live. How am I do? Oh, I would like people to watch that. Are you ready for a live SBA? I just see a familiar name up in the dance day. Vikash, where's the scene? This is not the maximum. 141. Alright, it raised. We not gay. Show that the profit calculated in D is not the maximum profit. I'm not getting to like the video. Oh, and now remember, you had to turn off the live chat, press like, and then turn back on the live chat. Some earlier need to know how to do that. Show that the profit calculated in D2 is not the maximum profit. Instead of going through all the long working to find out what the maximum profit is, just find something that giving you more profit than this 15 and 5. Anything that doing that way? Now I see here, I don't see the answer. No, I'm a math teacher, right? But you remember when you do this to see if it can work, we plug in the 15 and the 5 here, right? And we got 60 and 15 adding up to 75, which is less than 80, which means that it satisfies the inequality, which means that it can work. But are you seeing that if I raise this, like if I add in one more toy here, like if I made this 6, it will still work because I will get what? 3 by 6. Come on, put on my thinking cap here, 18. Yo, this is still going to be less than 80. So I just need to see, because they're asking me to show that the profit calculated is not the maximum profit. Profit in D part 2, how much profit we make just now? 900? 900. Since 15 model A and I find it real writing for 1 mark, boy. And 6 model B, yeah, this question, the marks ain't adding up to the thing. You actually add up all because you need to say this. You need to, and 6 model B. So since 15 model A and 6 model B's satisfies I think it will satisfy both the inequality, and verify that for them. Just show one. 4 by x plus 3 by y. 4x plus 3y must be less than or equal to 80. So this is 4 by 15 plus 3 by 6 must be less than 80. And I think this what we will call this to be 78 is less than 80. So I get that if none of this come and I just hit in my brain for 1 mark. Yeah, since this is satisfying it, the profit on this, what's the profit equation? 40x plus 60y will be 40 by 15 plus 60 by 6, which is equal to a number greater than 900. So therefore, is not that is not the maximum profit. There's more. You can make more money. You understand? They're asking to show that the profit calculated is not the maximum profit. It's 1 mark. So this is the easiest method to do. Just state and find another solution that works that gives you a higher profit. And all you have to do is go backwards to see that. All that for 1 mark, yeah. Yeah, if you're getting problems with the audio, just refresh. Just refresh. How much you get here? How much I get for the first one? 900. So if I add in the next 60, I get 960. Which is greater than profit in D part 2. That is not 1 mark, that is 1%. Yeah. So really and truly, this with 2 marks, like compared to your paper 2. This is like 2 marks, right? Because remember, each mark here is with the actual percent. Each mark in your paper 2 is with 0.5%. Yeah, so paper 3 people who do that's why if you are a student and you're watching this and you're doing SBAs, my friend, do not play the fool in your SBAs. Meet all the deadline that your teacher tell you to meet. You are getting a huge advantage with your SBAs, especially if you have a nice teacher who working along with you and helping you out and thing. Get a 20% and walk smiling. Because even if you feel like you're going and fail maths, God forbid, in May, get that SBA percentage high because you might get serious with your life over the course of 2020 and do over the maths exam next year. And if your SBA mark is failure and you have to do the paper 3 can be rough. January last year, paper 3 was decent. I think that was decent. Watch the paper 3 that I did in January. That was decent. Even if your teacher not nice, make sure you get your SBA mark. That has nothing to do with getting your SBA mark. Alright, so let's do the next question. Whew, we take real long to do that first question. I think it's get 2 hours to do this exam. Let me just check. I think it's 2 hours. Or is it that hour and 40 minutes? Let me just tell you how long you'll get to do this exam. Yo. I forget. If I remember, I'll tell you. Somebody just say, oh, by the way, anybody who doing IT, let's see if he's live. There's this channel. I want you all to just do me, all of you all just do me a favor, they my brethren. A quick favor, we're going to start the next question in 2 minutes. Make IT simple TT. He has a live video now where I think he's going through a SBA sample. And he does SBAs, and he's now started his channel and he's doing stuff. So go now on that channel and subscribe to it, especially if you're doing IT. I'm gonna just see if I can put the link inside here. Especially if you're doing IT, you need that channel in your life. And I'm sure he'll be live around exam time and things. So sign, and let him know Kerwin Springer send you. So we're going to start the next question shortly. Make IT simple TT. Let me see if you search it online if you're going to get. This channel isn't big enough yet, then pop in the search. Yeah, to keep no spaces between it. Make IT simple, just so. No spaces in between. So I'm gonna put the link here. Just go and I appreciate any teacher that on here giving free information and free help to the students. So I've never video up with some of the channels that you all can look out for if you're a student. English SBA, search this channel, Jermaine Hatton, and check him out. Right, so do the SBA, so do a SBA video, plenty in his comments, and he will do a SBA video further. So definitely check out this channel. I'm gonna send the link for the IT channel again. He's doing a live video right now. I wonder if I could get the live video up. I'll go on the live video and say, so we subscribe. Kerwin Springer send.
So the recipient list, that's who the people that want to receive the information. Did they tell me anything specific about who should receive the information? No. So the first thing I should have is candidate's address. So I'm going to now on the top left hand side, insert merge field. When I click insert merge field, I'm supposed to have two things. Name, candidate's address. I don't know where F3 come from, but I'll do it probably because I had an extra column in the spreadsheet. Who's Kerwin? Send me. Oh, Kerwin Springer, my brethren.
Right, so I'll subscribe to one thing.
Fellas, I'm feeling like, feeling special. Big up to Kerwin Springer, boy.
Alright, let's get back to the question. That real loud, so slow it down. Oh, I know, rip headphone users. You see the speaker? Was this loud too? What you calling? Yeah, wait. Yeah, man, blessings. Yeah, no problem. I do not live myself here, so I just send across any IT students to class. Yeah. Alright, next question. There you go. Thanks for that, people. Always the best. Use my taggers. So let me see if we can get some. I'm trying to find the next part of the question and I'm not really finding it. Question number 2. Let's see if we can work out this question a little faster now. You see what this question is about? Shapes. Alright, why is in the chat if you're all ready to do? Well, normally the code in Kerwin Springer, when you're ready to do the next question, you just say, like if you want to get the next question, just type that and I know I'm ready to do the next question. Right? Like if you find a stick in and you want to do the next question, type next question. So everybody want to do the next question, type next question. How would paper 3 usually be? You missed out the first part of the class, bro. The diagram below not drawn to scale. So again, when I reach the ending of the video, I'll go through some of the questions, topics I feel you all should revise, and any other feelings you talk about that. Show that the perimeter is 80. So how are we going to show the perimeter is 80? You see, geometry. It can be anything in mathematics. Please try and revise everything, especially the topics that I said. Alright, so this is question 2, May 2019. Show that the perimeter of the card is 80 centimeters. So we have 18 centimeters here. And I just need to find this little thing here. Now, what's the formula for length of an arc? I remember that theta over 360. Yo! Online class, we're doing this right now, measurement. Pi r online maths class. Not pi r squared, that's area. Theta over 360, 2 pi r. That's what we're working with. Man get leave unseen. What are you talking about? Yeah, sorry about the loud volume just now. I don't remember that. If I bring up somebody video or something, minimize. So anybody have the total perimeter yet? So you're right here, perimeter is equal to the radius plus the radius, because the perimeter is the distance around the shape now. I didn't really read the question yet. Let me just read the question and see if any tricks happening here. The diagram below on a joint scale shows a flexible piece of card in the shape of a sector of a circle with a center O and radius 18. Nothing crazy there. Pi is 22 over 7. Show that the perimeter of the card is 80. So it's 18, 18, and we're trying to figure out that. Oh, this is show that is 80. So you just need to show that plus the theta over 360. I put over equal by 360 and pi r 2 pi r. So this is 18 plus 140 over 360. And what is it to use pi as? 22 over 7. And r is 18 over 1. This is supposed to give you 80. If then you 80 something wrong, 80 centimeters. So why is in the chat if you understand that? Press Y in the chat if you understood that. 18 plus 18 plus 140 over, remember this part has to multiply by each other, right? 140 over the 360, that's like a fraction of the perimeter now. Multiply by 22 over 7. I just verify now. Multiply by 18. Hey, madness happening here. I got 22. Let me check again. 18 plus 18 plus 18 and 18. Yeah, this should work out. Plus, put the multiplication part in brackets if you get the wrong thing. 140 over 360. Meaning like this part, let that go in brackets, you know. Maybe you calculate and performing your button mass operations nicely. Put it in brackets, try again, make sure you get the correct thing. R is 18. So I'm not seeing the whole equation. Show that the perimeter of the card 22 over 7. Oh, I'm at 2, but I'm at 2. I'm missing 2 times. I'm missing a 2 here. So let me just write over the equation. Those who check in, I'm missing a 2 here. Remember, 2 pi r. 2 pi r. You see the 2 hiding there, but I didn't write it in. So this is how you find the perimeter of a sector. Only the chances of them bringing this again may not be there. 18, 18. This is 140. And we had to find this. This was theta over 360. 2 pi r, right? So your total perimeter, let me just put P. P would be the 18 plus the 18 plus the 140 over the 360 multiply by 2 multiply by 22 over 7 multiply by 18 over 1. Put this in brackets in your calculator, check it out, and see if you get it in. Good thing I check it back because I left out the 2 in the working and you know, next time somebody else checking it and kind of freaking out. Yeah, so when you put the 2 in, you get the correct answer. CXC SPY intensifies. A CXC SPY thing so interesting. For those who don't know, people from CXC or affiliated with CXC always in my live videos. I get emails and things concerning that. People paid to come into my class from CXC or affiliated with CXC, taking information, whatever going on in my class. I get official emails concerning that Ministry of Education and CXC. So we have Kerwin Springer channel is being watched. That is why the videos that I do right before exams are vital. The videos that I do way before exams are important for learning, like you're learning your matrices, your functions, and this, that. You go through all my videos, right? But the ones I do right before exams, vital. You know why? Because the exam has already been printed. There's none of the people who write in the exams could watch and get and say, all right, I'll bring this since they learned that, you know? So any live videos you see that I do before exam, watch it. A lot of the times, whatever I talk about, it just happened. And those of you who did the January paper too could testify to that. Imagine getting paid to go to lessons. That's so funny. Anyhow, next question. Are you supposed to say next question? Calculate the area of the card. Alright. They give you 3 marks for that perimeter, to show that perimeter. That was beautiful. That was the easiest 3 marks in the entire paper. And you're going to get 2 marks. Somebody said it now get a notification. You're going to get 2 marks. Who is the CXC spy? But it could be injustice in here on every single one of my lives for nearly 2 years now. Calculate the area OPQR. Next thing, injustice is the spy all along. Boy. Injustice talk to me, boy. That's what you're doing, my boy, brethren. So we calculating the area of this. The area, theta over 360 pi r squared. Straight up. 140 over 360 times 22 over 7 times 18 over 1. CXC spy. Why we don't just work together, boy? We can do so much good things if the #1 educational channel in the Caribbean was working along with the #1 organization for exams in the Caribbean. But instead, all they want to try and make me lose my job with my Ministry of Education. What is wrong with everybody? What is wrong with everybody? So we can bring the police with them. Injustice in trouble. So shake your hand and you're going to feel like I do that. Alright, that's true. Injustice, shake my hand. Paper 3 looking hand. 396. How much did I get? Pi r squared. Somebody saying 396. I didn't get that idea. So I didn't do your homework yet, Danny. Fix up yourself. But I'm giving you all till Monday because I did 17 late. So police for them. So I got maths before, but I want a higher grade to go. Everybody's saying 396. Is that correct? I'll remember to square that pi r squared. I'll remember to square the 18. Why people saying 396? I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, I put 140 over 180. Delete, 360. 396 it is. 396 centimeters squared. Alright, nice. What a dumb thing to do. 396 is it what I stayed up an AM to do that. Oh, injustice. I take it over somebody. I shake hands with in Hillview. Alright. Yeah, I remember that time in the mall where the whole Star Bishop people. Calculate the area of OP. We did that. We get 5 marks. 5 marks. That's 5%. That's a quarter of the entire exam day. Wow. That's really good. What do you think about that? That was best. That was the best thing ever. Next question. Zoop, zap, zip, zap, zoom. The card is bent and the edges OP and OR are taped together so that the card forms, forms a cone. Dun 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 dun. So we're gonna make this into a cone. That looking like vibes. Alright. How much marks is the area question? 2 marks. So it was 3 marks for the perimeter and 2 marks for the area. That's sweet. Draw a diagram of the cone form showing clearly the measurement 18, the perpendicular height, h, and the radius, blah 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 blah. Alright, no problem. Let me deal with this. So you're gonna get a cone. You're out here drawing cone for them, brother. So to draw this cone, I would, go all out and make sure everything looking sweet, fine and dandy. Not like what I have here. Use a ruler. Whenever I could use a ruler, out here, boy. So first thing, draw the oval. Let me see if I can get a nice looking oval here. You don't waste too much time on this. I know you have all your things to do. Alright, it ain't working out. It ain't working out. Apparently, I can't draw oval tonight, but I can draw some straight lines. I can tell you that. And so I have a cone. And they want you to show what the 18 is. Big man, that 18 is the diagonal here. Because if you just think about it now, yeah. Remember, it's like you take this and you fold it in and you touch. Packs. Hill. The chat disconnected. Is the live still running? I just need to double check on my phone to see if the live is still running. Because my chat got disconnected. So now, maybe if I refresh, what is refreshing? Thing doesn't work out. Yeah, the live still running. Are you hear any noise in the background? Yeah, I didn't have to shoot them. Them must get on. What I was doing as alright, they want you to draw the cone. I do that. Show the 18. I do that. Perpendicular height. All you draw this good, yeah? Perpendicular height, okay. Perpendicular means at 90 degrees to there, like the base. Now, they say perpendicular height. They didn't tell you perpendicular to whatever. Okay, perpendicular height. But obviously they mean this. 8 centimeters. And the radius r of the base of the cone. No problem. So we're going to put as thing there. We're going to do that and call that r. No, don't tell me they're going to ask me. Yeah, we good over here. Imagine the light just disconnect and still talking to himself. All the guys happen to me all the time. So we get 1 mark for that? Oh gosh. They start back with this stingy marks thing. Calculate the radius of the circular base of the cone. And how we going to do that out here, right? It's pressure now. So this paper had a lot of thinking involved. Right? How we going to find the radius of the base of the cone? Channel stuff. Well, I have a plan. The entire circumference of this circle here, this new circle form, we know that. We work out this already. The entire circumference. We work it out already. Look at here. Is it? Yeah. When we was working out the perimeter, remember we do 18, 18, and this here is the circumference of the circle and the underneath. We have it. So if we know the entire circumference here, we could find out r. But there's a piece of thinking there. Wait, sir. So circumference. The circumference was equal to the (140 over 360 times). I've seen answers in the chat now, but well done. Times 2 pi r, 22 over 7 times r was 18. What is this number? What's this number? I never really record this number in here. Well, they're telling me it's 44. 140 over 360. Let's see if I'm going on the right thing if I'm doing madness. Times 2 times 22 over 7 times 18. 44. So the circumference was 44. So if we found that the circumference was 44, it means that the radius, well, they're related like this. 2 pi r is equal to 44. Therefore, 2 pi r is equal to 44. That is formula for circumference, right? So r would be equal to 44 divided by 2 pi. Which is what, by which is like 44 over 2 multiplied by 7 over 22. That making sense? Divided by 2 pi. 44 multiplied by 7 divided by 2 multiplied by 22. Again 7. Radius is 7. Anybody else getting that 7? 7 centimeters. Now I do a little bit of gymnastics here. If that bothering you, you could think of this as, if that bothering you, you could think of this as 44 divided by 2. And remember, this pi had a multiply 2, right? So it's 22 over 7. The problem with paper 3, you must understand mathematics to score really high. So it's not like a cram of paper. It's a thinking paper. So when I tell you the topics to revise, start to do as many questions as you can in those topics. Really look at like the tricks and nuances of those type of questions. Yes, our formulas are different. Yeah, so 7 centimeters again, 2 marks for that. I find that was okay, that was reasonable. Let's see if we could collect the rest of marks and get out of this live. This live starting to go real long, but it's a full class. That is not what the next part of the question is. So we're on to the last page. That's page 9. Page 10 is the last page. Page 10, where are you? Come on. Come on, page 10. Page 10. Use Pythagoras' theorem or otherwise to determine the perpendicular height of the cone. Obviously, they come into play to find out the height. Obviously, we have to come and do the height sooner or later. So let me just see what we have so far. We had the cone. Yo, cone, behave yourself now, man. We had the cone. We have this is 18. We have this r. We've got r. R is 7. You see, when they say use this or otherwise, you don't worry about no otherwise now, brethren. You just use what you're supposed to use, or string, as the case may be. So you see in a triangle plane off there. I don't know about you, but I see in a triangle plane off there. Seven, 18. Or somebody saying no calculators are allowed? No, as far as I know, calculators are allowed. As far as I know, calculators are allowed. Well, they were allowed the last time. Here, I have a cone formula. Can't remember if that's anything, but for the online group, I will send you the formula sheet. I think one of the groups already sent it to themselves, so I'll send you the formula sheet for geometry that I need to know. You need to know like volume of a prism, volume of a cone, volume of a sphere. Check out the surface area of those things. It could pop, but usually when it pops, they give you the formula separately, right? So yeah, we're gonna use Pythagoras theorem. Let me just finish off this. Where the thing? So let's see that triangle there clearly, right? This is a right angle. But obviously these things you need to be able to see them, otherwise, you know, crap will smoke your pipe, dog eat your supper. This is A, this is B, this is C. So Pythagoras theorem was, you know, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So 18 squared supposed to be equal to what we call an A is the height, right? Squared plus B squared. So this is 7 squared. So 8 squared is equal to, I just swapping it around, and they can handle this part. I know if it's one thing math students can handle is Pythagoras and he theorems. 18 squared minus 17 squared. 18 squared minus 7 squared, good thing I didn't put 17, is 275. Exam is Tuesday, not so? Just confirm in the chat that exam is Tuesday. So h is equal to the square root of 275. People saying again 16. 16.5. Did they say to any decimal places or anything? 16.6 actually. 3 significant figures sounding like a plan. So I just gonna put 16.6. What units we are dealing with? Centimeters, I think we are dealing with. So centimeters. That brings us to the end of the paper there. Is that the end of the paper? I think that's the end of the paper. Let me check. Yeah, 16.6 centimeters. That's the end of the paper. Put 3 significant figures. Did they ask for 2 decimal places? I've seen people saying 2 decimal places in the chat. Let me just check myself. They didn't ask for any decimal places, so you could go 3 significant figures for something like this. You see how you have 18 here? You can't be, like in physics, you can't be more accurate than the values given. You can't say that you start off with values like 18 and 140 degrees, and then all of a sudden you want to play like he's Mr. Accurate with 2 decimal places and things. So, like if you put 2 decimal places, you won't get it wrong. If you put 3 significant figures, you can't get it wrong either, because the degree of accuracy here was 2 significant figures. Notice they didn't put 18.0. They put 18. So 3 significant figures is fair. Or you could just leave it like this. Bring this down into SURD format. Put that in your calculator and bring it down into SURD format. Square root of 275 is the same as 5 as the square root of 11. That's what we call SURDs in mathematics. You can leave it like that if you want it in exact form. So, topics to revise. That brings us to the end of 2019. We'll take time in this live. Sorry for those who are watching over the live. Every now and then I get complaints, sir, you're talking too much. There's some people who are watching over the live now. When they're not in the live, the talking has become kind of excessive. So just double tap to speed up there and try and be in the live next time. It's be more vibes that way. So linear programming, definitely review that. Inside out, yes. Review vectors. Vectors could come. I have a good feeling about the vectors too. So the Ministry of Education here. Ministry of Education. You mean exams will be on Tuesday? Yeah, Ministry of Education used to be in all of my lives last year. I don't know if that's the real Ministry of Education. I think it's a spoof account. Wait, how much questions it have in that paper? 2 questions in the paper. So topics to really revise: linear programming, geometry. Can't play with them. Revise them. All the statistics to revise that. Anything with graphs, anytime you see a graph, transformation, anything, revise that. Oh, let me list all the topics that came so far. Well, I just do that paper, right? So you see what comes in. 2018 paper, we had internal angles, geometry. Revise that. Internal angles, like of a quadrilateral. We had this kind of thing, alternate angles. Write down these things as I seen them. We had internal angles, alternate angles, degrees, angles and a whole, It's a whole topic on angles. We had solid geometry, which we always have in. We almost always have in that it was a cylinder with a top was a cone. So definitely, see, geometry is the most important thing to revise for paper 3. Certain people who watching accusing me. So what you think might come for sure? I don't want to do that. I never do that already, yeah? But geometry, I feel geometry going to come for sure. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. But geometry, right? Pythagoras theorem, trigonometry, revise that. That came last 2018. Volume, area in geometry, yeah, definitely revise volume and area. Definitely revise that. Quadratic scheme. factorizing quadratics also came, and understanding what minimum and maximum means in quadratic and that kind of thing. Gradient came as well. That was 2018. So coordinate geometry. You see these topics, boy. These topics that Sir list out here, just hang up on your wall and make sure you beat them topics like it owe you money. Linear programming came in the sample paper in the SBA as well. In the first one, January 2019, paper 3. No, this is the second one. The first one, I just did the first one, June 2018. So January 2019, this is last year, Jan. We had statistics. It was a frequency table, and you had to work out median, mean, and thing. So make sure you know how to work out your median, your mean. Check out your histograms, your cumulative frequency. Just take a little watch at them thing. Your quartiles. Check out your quartiles. I won't tell you why. Check out mean. Look up the video I have on standard deviation. I think I have a video on standard deviation. I doubt they will hit you the standard deviation, but it could come to. That would be kind of wickedness if they give you standard deviation. But just take a little peek at standard deviation. But definitely make sure you know mean, median, mode, how to organize those things in frequency tables, histogram, bar graph, pie chart, line graph. Look at those things. I hope all you're writing. And next geometry question came with a geometry is coming every year. Shapes, area, volume comes every year. So make sure you know that. So what you can do is look for all the measurement, which is basic. I'm going to put measurement here. That's important. Measurement. I can't believe I didn't write that. I say geometry, and you must be thinking a different thing. But I mean measurement. Or planar shapes. Anything with measurement, go through all your paper 2s and any measurement topics, do them. Because that's the most repeated question in paper 3. Most repeated. Measurement, geometry, graphs, anything like that, do that. Alright, what else? Yeah, it was a pizza and some kind of thing, and half a pizza and whole pizza. Look up, I have videos on those already. Matrices came January as well in paper 3. Matrices, so look up matrices, make sure you can do your little matrices. It wasn't anything hard in matrices, it was a matrix multiplication kind of thing, but you need to understand it. You needed to understand it. Up till now, I don't understand standard deviation properly. What else? Velocity time graphs came. So you can look up your speed time graph, maybe they might do a distance time graph. Also look up maps. Everything in measurement, the most important topic to revise for paper 3 is measurement. Measurement, geometry. How much times I say this in this video? 100,000 times. So revise that topic. The graph with velocity versus time that came. So maybe they might bring a graph with distance versus time. So check out the video I have on velocity time graphs, distance time graphs. And that is it. All these other topics, revise them out. Make sure you have that. Also touch a little consumer arithmetic. Maybe higher purchase. That could be a wild card. Consumer arithmetic. Check out any kind of consumer arithmetic question you would do in a SBA, like simple interest, compound interest, higher purchase, bills. Check out those kind of things. Right? That could be a wild card. I think these topics here should get covered. It'd be interesting to see if any of these predictions hit the mark. Good luck, blessings. Don't forget to press like on the video as you go. God is love. Those who want to sign up to my class, I always say this: if you want to sign up to if you're doing exams with me again, and you want to sign up to the class, 1-868-790-8813. WhatsApp that number, or there's another number. What's the next number, boy? I can't remember the next number right now. So yeah, this is the number to get to the class admin. You WhatsApp this number, and sign up. It's 200 TT dollars a month. Best thing ever. Best online class ever. Ask anybody who doing the class. Don't miss it out. If you want to sign up for the next year class, you can start to inquire about that too. Follow me on Instagram, everybody, at Kerwin Springer. As you're leaving, go on your Instagram, make sure you're following me. That's where, like today, I announced that I was going to do the video live there. Any other? Or you can tell me what else I just say, right? What else I just be saying at the end of these videos, right? So you're keeping the video, yeah, the video will be here for you to watch over at your own pace. What else I just say, right? So you know you just call every topic, right? yeah. But focus on measurement. Topics like that I feel that may not come would be like adult circle geometry, and that kind of thing will pop. I don't know if they'll ask you to construct anything either. Like they might ask you to draw a diagram, but they won't ask you to construct. Just focus on what I tell you to do. I don't want to go back there. Chem paper 3 tips. I don't know tips for chem paper 3. How much in US dollars? About $32 US. Let me just go back on this. Alright, well, I can't remember any other announcements. Pure Maths people are coming with a video for you all. I'm going to start my whole little thing. WhatsApp this number to join the class. Oh, and I remember the next thing. I know it had something else. Those who doing the SBA and want help, www.kerwinspringer.com. I put up a sample SBA on my website finally. Remember I told you I was going to do it, so it's there. The sample SBA is there all the time. Just go and look at that. And I think you could download it. If you can't download it, at least you could watch it. I think you could download it. I need to check the settings to make sure you can download it. Good night, Mr. Springer. Says CX fine. Hey, is Anthony Garcia here? I'll never clean out this live between it into wireless. How is that this way? Later, it was nice. It was nice to run through this paper with you all. I ran through 2 other papers already, and I think there's only 3 papers it up. So go and check through those 2 other papers I ran through. Blessings.